June 22nd, 1981, Baltimore, Maryland. Robert Irsay is sitting inside his office drinking scotch. This is what the cantankerous, ornery 58-year-old does with much of his time. He drinks, and when he's not drinking, he smokes. The longtime owner of the NFL's Baltimore Colts smells like a booze-filled ashtray. He often walks with an angry, intoxicated wobble. He takes particular pride in stiffing contractors, ignoring bills, and dismissing women as sugar and honey. There are 28 NFL owners, and none are liked less than him.
What is it?
His secretary peeks her head through the door. There's a man on the phone who insists he's buying the Baltimore Colts from you. Over the past few months, the rumor has spread that Irsay is interested in unloading the Colts. Ever since, he's received an incessant number of calls from this kid from New York City. Fast talker, rude, uniquely annoying.
Patch him through.
Irsay takes another swig of scotch, embraces himself for the voice he's come to dread.
Bob.
Listen, Donald, I told you not to call me Bob. I'm Mr. Irsay.
Right. Mr. Irsay, I wanted to see if you've thought any more about the Colts.
I always think about the Colts. They're my team.
Right, of course, but my offer of $50 million, that's a lot of money. It's a great deal. Nobody else is going to pay you that much. You guys finished 7-9 last year. You play in a run-down baseball stadium. This really is a tremendous offer.
Donald Trump knows it's not a tremendous offer. It's a mediocre offer at best. But he hopes the heavy-drinking, impulsive Colts owner will go for it. Trump, after all, doesn't care about which team he buys. He just wants to be a part of the NFL ownership club, arguably the most exclusive collection of wealth and status on the planet. Owning an NFL team comes with fame, glamour, prestige, everything Donald Trump covets.
Ronald.
It's Donald Trump.
Right, Donald. Listen. I'm not selling you my football team, and I'm pretty sure no one else is selling you their football team. So, please, stop calling me. This NFL thing, it's not happening for you. It's just not happening.
This episode is brought to you by Decoy, an acclaimed winery in the Duckhorn portfolio. Make the holidays memorable when you give the gift of wine country with Decoy Wines. Established more than 30 years ago by legendary vintners Dan and Margaret Duckhorn, they craft their wines to the highest standards using grapes from exceptional vineyards. Ask for Decoy Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, or Chardonnay wherever you buy wine, or visit decoywines.com/celebrate to find all of their wines near you.
Getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit is another reason banking with Capital One is one of the easiest decisions in the history of decisions. Even easier than deciding to listen to another episode of your favorite podcast. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, come on, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
From Wondery, I'm David Brown, and this is Business Wars. The second season of the United States Football League is about to get underway, and tons upon tons of money is being thrown around. The owner of the USFL's Michigan Panthers spent millions on 3 offensive linemen, a move that opened the floodgates and violated the USFL's unwritten code. Now, USFL owners are spending big bucks in order to match the NFL. This is Episode 4, Making Spring Football Great Again. May 12th, 1984. The offices of the NFL's Buffalo Bills. The University of Miami's star quarterback Jim Kelly is sitting at a conference table. He's a strapping, cocky kid with tousled brown hair and a perpetual shit-eating grin. Kelly's been posting big numbers for Miami, and now he's looking to go pro. Kelly's agent, Greg Lustig, is on hand to help negotiate a contract with the Bills. But the meeting is about to get interrupted. The NFL isn't the only football league that's interested in signing Kelly. That other league will stop at nothing to get him. One of the USFL's general managers, Bruce Allen, gets a tip Kelly's meeting with the Bills and dials their headquarters. Buffalo Bills, may I help you?
Yes, I'm trying to reach my brother, Greg Lustig. We have a family emergency. I know he's visiting your offices today with his client, Jim Kelly.
Oh, of course. Let me find him. John, is everything all right?
Greg, it's not your brother. This is Bruce Allen from the USFL. I was told you and Jim Kelly were there negotiating today. Hey, listen. If you sign with Buffalo, you're making the biggest mistake of your life, Jim's life, and Jim's family life. He doesn't want to play in Buffalo's crappy weather, and the USFL is prepared to make Jim a deal he won't be able to refuse. Now, listen, when you hang up the phone, don't sign anything. Walk out of there right now.
Are you being serious?
Dead serious.
Lustig returns to the conference room and signals Kelly to step outside with him. Lustig whispers the USFL's proposition to Kelly. After thinking for a moment, Kelly decides to hear the counteroffer. Within 2 weeks, Kelly has signed with the USFL's Houston Gamblers for $1 million up front and $500,000 for each of the next 5 seasons. Then, the USFL strikes at the NFL's heart again, and the amount of cash gets crazier. The USFL's Los Angeles Express signs away Steve Young, the presumed number 1 pick in the year's NFL draft, for a staggering $42 million. Newspapers across America react to the deal with indignation. One headline reads, USFL lives in loony land of money trees. But reporters and editors aren't the most bewildered. No, that honor belongs to the top brass of the NFL, who watch USFL dollars soaring left and right with pure terror. Initially, the NFL dismissed the new league as a gag that would surely never see the light of day. Hell, NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle was so profoundly indifferent that he swatted away press inquiries like gnats around his head. He refused to even say no comment, because that would suggest the USFL exists. But now, the United States Football League doesn't merely exist. It's thriving, signing the best college players in the country and stealing stars off NFL rosters. And who's the biggest culprit? The man who infuriates Rozelle like no others? Donald Trump. When the New York City real estate developer purchased the New Jersey Generals, he promised his team they'd matter. And on this, Donald Trump didn't lie. Trump spends $1.9 million to sign the former NFL MVP Brian Sipe, a man the NFL never thought it would lose. Then, just to piss off the old league, Trump tries to poach the winningest coach in NFL history. He offers Don Shula of the Miami Dolphins a 5-year, $5 million contract that would make Shula the highest paid coach in the history of organized sports. Shula turns it down, but football takes notice. NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle asks his underlings, "What the hell is Donald Trump doing?" And USFL Commissioner Chet Simmons asks his underlings, "What the hell is Donald Trump doing to us?" It's an intriguing question. Before buying the Generals, Trump raved about the USFL's potential. He loved everything about the new league and couldn't wait to be a part of it. But as soon as he owns the Generals, that feeling changes. Behind closed doors, Trump explains that he's not interested in building a great USFL team. He wants a great NFL team, and he's already working on a plan to get one. He explains his plan to the owner of the San Antonio Gunslingers, Clinton Mangus.
Listen, Clint, the USFL is nice, but it's just small potatoes.
What do you mean, small potatoes?
Look, the Jets just moved from Shea Stadium over in Queens to New Jersey. That means New York, America's #1 TV market, no longer has an NFL team. So why can't the Generals be that team?
Because you're in the USFL?
For now.
Trump knows that compared to USFL franchises, NFL teams are like gold mines. The average value of a USFL franchise is about $6 million. But NFL teams, well, they're selling for more than $70 million. And that number keeps going up. At some point, Trump reckons, the NFL will be so terrified by its upstart rival that it will need to either merge or absorb several USFL franchises. That's why he is spending millions of dollars to make his New Jersey Generals not merely an excellent football team, but an excellent NFL team. He all but assumes the USFL will, one way or another, merge with the NFL, and his team will be ready. But for his plan to unfold, the USFL must go head-to-head with the NFL by playing in the fall. There is no other way it works. A week after Trump buys the Generals, rumors of Trump's scheme start swirling. USFL Commissioner Chet Simmons is sitting in his office looking over stats when he's caught off guard by a call from a New York Times reporter.
Chet, I wanted to get your reaction to Donald Trump's plans for the USFL.
Plans?
Oh, you haven't heard?
No, why don't you tell me?
Well, Trump told me he thinks the USFL needs to move to fall and compete directly with the NFL.
Hey, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Simmons makes an excuse and quickly ends the call, and then starts making calls to get to the bottom of what he's just heard. The next morning, beneath the headline, "Trump would like to take on NFL," the Times quotes Trump as saying that in 2 or 3 years, the USFL will achieve parity with the NFL, and that the new league should, quote, perhaps go head-to-head with the NFL. Trump takes an even more direct jab at the NFL, saying, quote, in my opinion, some USFL teams could beat NFL teams now. October 1983, New Orleans. Trump blasts through the conference room doors wearing his favorite red tie, his boxy suit jacket unbuttoned. He's late to another USFL meeting. The rest of the league's owners are already seated around the table, but Trump remains standing.
This whole thing was headed downhill until I arrived.
Commissioner Simmons tries to regain control of the meeting.
Donald, can you please sit down and be quiet? We're in the middle of a meeting here.
No, I can't. Everyone at this table knows that thanks to me, the entire perception of the USFL has changed. Fans, reporters, the TV networks, because of Donald Trump, people respect the United States Football League. I'm taking us places, and you either get with the program or get out of the way.
Simmons stands, prepared to stop him right there. But Donald Trump doesn't notice.
We need to move to the fall and take on the NFL. Not in 10 years, not in 5 years, as soon as possible. And here's what I can guarantee you. I will deliver the big networks, guaranteed, and for a hell of a lot more money than the horseshit you're getting right now. Every team in this room suffers from one thing. People don't want to watch spring football. You watch what happens when you challenge the NFL.
Simmons tries to cut him off.
We're not challenging.
I don't want to be a loser. I've never been a loser before, and if we're losers in this, fellas, I'll tell you what, it's going to haunt us. Every time there's an article written about you, it's going to be you owned this goddamn team which failed, and I'm not going to be a failure.
Around the table, most of the owners are unaware of Trump's plan to get his own NFL team at the USFL's expense. A small number of owners nod their heads in agreement. He does make some good points, they think. The league's current TV deals with ABC and ESPN are fine, but they certainly could be better. And spring, yeah, at first it made sense, but Jesus Christ, it rained all the time. And the games could never quite gain traction, especially up against Major League Baseball. Still, the vast majority of owners are horrified. John Bassett of the Tampa Bay Bandits rises from the table and storms off, followed by Tad Toby of the Oakland Invaders. They certainly don't need to be lectured by a 37-year-old punk with bad hair and unyielding bombast. Besides, this punk just joined the league. Back in his office in Tampa the next day, Bassett can't get Trump's words out of his mind. He keeps replaying them, getting more and more wound up. He decides he can't reason with the man in a conversation. He never stops talking. So instead, he'll write Trump a letter. Bassett calls in his secretary to take dictation.
Judy, can you come in here to take a letter? I'm fed up with Donald Trump and his bullying.
Yes, okay, I'm ready when you are. Bassett starts off with some light praise, but then he gets to the meat of it, and he does not mince words.
While others may be able to let your insensitive and denigrating comments pass, I no longer will. You are bigger, younger, and stronger than I, which means I'll have no regrets whatsoever punching you right in the mouth the next time an instance occurs where you personally scorn me or anyone else who does not happen to salute and dance to your tune.
Bassett has worked himself into a fury. He's angrily clicking a pen up and down.
Is that all, sir? No. Let's finish this way. Think before you shoot. And when you do fire, stick to the message without killing the messenger. Kindest personal regards, John F. Bassett.
The letter speaks volumes, but it does little to stop the runaway freight train that is Donald Trump, a man who is dead set on taking the USFL to a place few others desire to go. Ready for a new ride but not sure where to start? Meet the tool that makes car shopping and financing easier. With Capital One Auto Navigator, you can find a car and get pre-qualified instantly. You'll get your real rate and monthly payment without even impacting your credit score. In fact, it's so simple you might feel like you're taking the easy way out. That's because you are. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/AutoNavigator.
Open enrollment is here. While you're shopping around, don't forget to head over to joincrowdhealth.com/fit to find out how CrowdHealth can save you 40 to 60% in healthcare costs each year. CrowdHealth isn't health insurance. It's a modern way to pay medical expenses. CrowdHealth is able to offer amazing prices because of its community of health-conscious members. And for a limited time, my listeners get their first month free. And after you've been a member, CrowdHealth will include a fitness wearable. Just go to joincrowdhealth.com/fit, promo code BW. CrowdHealth is not health insurance. It's a community-powered alternative. Terms and conditions may apply.
The behind-the-scenes workings of the USFL are starting to look like a complete mess. Donald Trump is demanding a move to the fall, and Commissioner Chet Simmons is struggling to keep the Generals' owner in check. Some teams are spending lavishly. Other teams are spending frugally. The owner of the Los Angeles Express is unraveling, and the owner of the San Antonio Gunslingers bounces checks. And yet, to the NFL's great dismay, the USFL's level of play vastly improves in its second season. Franchises spend lavishly on quarterbacks, and it pays off. Houston's Jim Kelly and Los Angeles' Steve Young are immediate superstars. Herschel Walker puts together another monster season for the Generals. The USFL decides to add some pizzazz off the field, too. Fans want entertainment, and the league delivers. The New Orleans Breakers create a weekly contest where the fan who submits the most creative offensive play can stand on the sidelines and hold the head coach's wires. In Houston, heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman officiates a couple's wedding on the 50-yard line. In Tampa Bay, the Bandits select a random fan from the stands to win $1 million. The gimmicks pay off. The USFL is working. It's really working. But Donald Trump doesn't care. His goal isn't to own a terrific USFL team, and it never has been. Trump is determined to secure an NFL franchise and enter a land of uber-rich men who possess both fortune and status. And while Donald Trump does indeed have a fortune, he is largely disdained among the upper echelon of the New York elite. He's thought of as a carnival barker, a headline chaser. Look, there's Donald with his arm around a 22-year-old Scandinavian model. Look, there's Donald, the kid who inherited his wealth from his father, slapping his name atop yet another piece of fake gold. July 1984, New York City. The USFL owners meet again at the league's headquarters. As the meeting begins, Trump's legs are up on the table, the soles of his shoes toward the faces of the other team owners. He's reading the New York Times while others talk. Then, Trump stops the whole meeting to make an announcement.
Look at this. I build a skyscraper and nobody cares. I sign some obscure defensive back and I get 3 paragraphs in the Times. That's why I bought the Generals. I don't know about the rest of you people, and I don't know how much money you guys have, but I have the money to get into the NFL, and that's where I plan on being. And I have more money than anyone in this room, except for maybe this guy right here.
He points to George Heddleson, the bookish 35-year-old who makes $35,000 a year.
This man is wealthy, and he understands exactly what I'm referring to, don't you, Ed?
My name's not Ed.
Then who the f*** are you?
I'm George Heddleson, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Maulers. Trump throws the newspaper to the ground.
This is why I need to get to the NFL. This right here. This is amateur hour.
Next time on Business Wars, the NFL has had all it can stand, and it can't stand no more. NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle and the biggest sports league in the world decide to fire back at the USFL with full force. For I'm Wondery, this is Business Wars. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you like listening to podcasts. There's a link on the episode notes. Simply tap or swipe over the cover art, and you'll see some offers from our sponsors. You can support our show by supporting them. We hope you will. If you like what you've heard, we'd love it if you could give us a 5-star rating, and don't forget to tell your friends how to subscribe. If you go over Wondery.com/survey, we would really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions and tell us what Business War stories you'd like to hear. A quick note about the conversations you've been hearing. We can't know exactly what was said, but this dialogue is based on our best research. I'm your host, David Brown. Jeff Pearlman wrote this story. Karen Lowe is our senior producer and editor. Emily Frost edited this story. Our editor and producer is Jenny Lauer-Beckman. Sound design by Bay Area Sound. Our executive producer is Marshall Louie, created by Hernan Lopez. For Wondery.
Hey grown-ups, it's Guy Raz and Mindy here from Wow in the World. As you may have heard, kids over the age of 5 are now eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine.
And for some kids, that news is a big relief.
But for others, that news brings a lot of anxiety and questions.
Questions like, will it hurt? What's going to happen? And will it give me a tail?
We'll answer a lot of your questions in our new episode of Wow in the World. And spoiler alert, Mindy, the vaccine does not give you a tail.
Oh, man!
Join us as we learn about the science behind the COVID-19 vaccine and encourage our friend to overcome his fear of shots to get vaccinated too.
Because while we know that shots can be scary, we also know that science is amazing.
Listen to this special episode of Wow in the World wherever you get your podcasts November 22nd. Right now on Amazon Music or ad-free when you subscribe to Wondery Plus Kids through Apple Podcasts.